Welcome back to the Force 9 YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Liverpool save, and today we're going to get into our first game in the Premier League, and it's a huge opener. It's Old Trafford against Manchester United. What a way to start the season. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. So before we get into the match and before we look at a couple of transfers that have gone through, we are on the Premier League homepage now, so you can see that we are predicted to finish 5th in the league. Now, I think we want a top 4 finish in this first save. We'll probably go for 3 seasons this series, so by the end of this series, I want to have won the league. But I think getting a top 4 finish again should be what we aim for in this first season, so we'll try our best to go for it. Pre-season went really well. Last episode, we did draw against MTK in our first pre-season friendly, but after that, it got better and better, and we won plenty of games. Some of them, quite convincingly as well. So we'll have a look at those, then we'll go through transfers, and then we will see what happens when we take on Man United. So the draw against MTK, Mane scored in the 10th minute, and then they equalised on 36 minutes. We were all over them. We had 23 shots to their 7, 12 shots on target, 60% possession. But we just couldn't score another goal. So a 1-1 draw was disappointing. But after that, I don't think we lost a friendly. Our next one was against Fenerbahce, where we took the lead through Danny Ings, who started up top, and he's looked okay in pre-season, so I'm undecided what to do with some of these players. I've only sold one player. That's the only one that I've sold, and then I think 1 or 2 have gone on loan. But Danny Ings took the lead. Fenerbahce equalised through Potuk. Marco Grujic got the winner against Fenerbahce, and it was a great goal on at 66 minutes. And if he's capable of this pre-season, I want to try and play him in the league, because he's been doing well pre-season. After that, we had an away game against Dulwich Hamlet, and we won 3-0. Grujic scoring again in the 4th minute. Solanke getting a goal on 27 minutes. I'm trying to use as many players as I can pre-season, and I have done that. And then the 3rd goal was a known goal by Demaka, one of their players. Then we had an away game against Nottingham Forest. We dominated this game. Solanke got 2 goals. Ben Woodburn scored just after the restart. Danny Ings scored, and Firmino scored in added time. Forest did get 1 goal themselves. Jack Hobbs scored in 59 minutes. But again, a dominant performance. I mean, in terms of shots and chances, it was pretty even. And we had a bit more of the ball, but we were just much more clinical than Forest were. Against Girona, the only game off screen that we failed to win. Again, we dominated. 10 shots on target to their 1. But Danny Ings, a bit disappointing in this game. Oxlade-Chamberlain, pretty ineffective. I don't know what to do with him. I really don't know. But yeah, a 0-0 draw. The only game off screen that we didn't win. Our final pre-season fixture was a convincing 3-0 win over AC Milan. Salah scored in the 39th minute. Firmino converted a penalty just after the restart. And then Solanke with a 3rd goal on 88 minutes. A fantastic performance here. Also, who's been doing well? Markovic has been sort of coming off the bench and sort of making impact. He's had a couple of assists here and there. So he's been doing well. Got 2 assists in that 5-1 win against Forest. So some of these, guys on the fringe of the first team, guys like Markovic and Woodburn, have been doing really well. So I think, we've got our first 11 here. But this is the squad that we're looking at the moment. Still got some people injured. Lallana, Sturridge and Klein are still injured. Coutinho will probably miss out on the game against Man United because he's not fully fit. So I think Coutinho will miss out. He did pick up a knock in an earlier fixture. Okay, so on to transfers, and 2 people have left. Ovi Ejaria has gone on loan to Sheffield Wednesday. We accepted a number of offers for the young English midfielder. Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United came in. They were all championship clubs, I think. So he has gone on loan for the season. The only player to leave permanently is Ragnar Klavan. He's gone to Monaco, and we got £6 million for him. That will rise to £7 million if Monaco, win some things, like if they win the French Cup and things like that, then we'll get another $1 million from that. So Klavan's gone. Henderson wasn't too happy about this because Klavan was one of those highly influential players in the dynamics. So Henderson did say that, maybe we shouldn't have sold him. I mean, he's not played a great deal of league games for Liverpool, but he is a bit of an influential player, and he's gone. So we need to try and bring someone in to maybe fill that void so that we have a few more influential players. But 2 people have left the club and 2 people have come in. We have gone to Schalke and we've gone to Celta Vigo for a centre-back and a right-back. The centre-back from Schalke is former Man City defender Matija Nastasic, another Serb. We've got 3 or 4 Serbians in our team now, and Nastasic cost us £18.75 million. And, you know, he was never really given a fair chance for Man City, I don't think. He only played 34 games in the league in 3 seasons, or 2 and a bit seasons, I think. And, you know, if he'd have got a few more games, then he might have been really, really good. You never know. So basically, Nastasic has a second chance in the Premier League. He looks very good. Mentals are great. Got good composure, anticipation, concentration and decision. So all the mentals are there. Positioning's great. Defensive-wise, he's okay. 15 marking, 15 tackling. If we play him as a ball player, he's alright. I think he will just play as a central defender there. Maybe on cover. We do have a stopper in our tactics, so maybe having a cover alongside isn't too bad an idea. But Nastasic, 24 years old, still has room to grow as well. He could be a 4-star player in a couple of years, and hopefully that will happen. I don't know if I want to start him at centre-back or have him sort of behind Lovren and Matip. He might start a few games, but I think we'll rotate them and find out which one is better. He's yet to actually play a game because this transfer only went through like a few days ago because he needed a work permit. And the Celta Vigo right back is Johnny. This 23-year-old Spaniard has joined on a 5-year contract. 14 marking, 14 tackling, great. Concentration's good. Determination, good work rate. He's got pace as well, so he can play as the wing back and maybe push a bit further up. I've seen Johnny be signed by the AI a couple of times in other saves that other YouTubers have done, not with Liverpool. I think I saw someone had a fixture against Liverpool and Johnny played right back. And I know people have mentioned guys like Laporte at centre back and De Vrij as well, the Lazio centre back. And I've already seen someone sign him, but I don't want to go for, you know, the people that everybody signs. I want to try and go for a few different players. Hence why I've brought Nastasic back to the Premier League. And we've got Johnny at right back. Basically because we haven't got Klein until the new year. And I don't want to heap it all on Alexander-Arnold. I think Flanagan might still go before the end of the window. But he's not done too bad pre-season, so we'll see. So $33.5 million spent on 2 players and $6 million out with the sale of Klavan. We still have some money in the bank, £37 million in the bank, and wage budget of £210,000 a week. So we could still bring in a huge player. If we are, I think we need like a top striker because Sturridge is not really going to score a bunch of goals for us. He's not going to start. I don't think I'm going to be playing Firmino up front. I don't know if I should play him on the left because Firmino's not a striker. And Solanke and Ings have done okay pre-season, but I don't want them, you know, they're not going to play every single game either. I want a striker that's going to start, well, the majority of the games in the season and is going to get us, you know, at least 20 goals. So we need a big striker. Okay, I think that's enough talking about stuff for now. Let's jump into the league game against Man United. It's Friday night. We are playing on the Friday night. Man United versus Liverpool, the very first game of the 2017-2018 season. What a curtain raiser that is. So if we win, we're top of the table. If we lose, then we're bottom. So a draw would mean we're 10th and 11th. In terms of team news, Man United have Zlatan and Rojo out. They are long-term injuries. We have no Lallana, no Klein, no Sturridge, and Coutinho I don't think will play today. So we'll see what we want to play. Alright, I think I've encountered a bug. We can't play a Segundo Volante in defensive midfield. So that is a bit of an issue. So instead, we're going to play him as a box-to-box. Play Henderson in defensive midfield as the deep line playmaker on defend. It's not ideal, but it's a new game. There's going to be bugs. I think I might have found one there. So this is the team that's going to play today. Mignolet in goal. Back 4 of Moreno, Lovren, Matip and Alexander-Arnold. Henderson is the defensive midfielder. Wijnaldum alongside Emre Can, who has signed a new contract. We saw that last time round. Also signing new deals. Ben Woodburn has signed a 1-year extension till 2020. And Ryan Brewster has signed a long-term contract. So 2 youngsters tied down there. Sadio Mane playing on the left wing and Mohamed Salah on the right as an inside forward. Roberto Firmino playing up top as a complete forward, also on support. And the bench, we need to change this a bit to get these new guys in. They're not registered, that would help. Let's register our new guys. Okay, so on the bench, we're going to have Johnny because he can play as a right or a left back. We're going to have Nastasic, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Danny Ings, Marco Grujic, and Ben Woodburn. There we go. That's going to be our bench. Okay, so in terms of instructions, we're playing a slightly higher line, looking for the overlap and working the ball into the box, running out the defenders and clearing the ball to the flanks. Probably the toughest game all season is going to be our first game, which is pretty crazy. Man United always seem to be completely OP on this game, and I always struggle them. But I was back in Everton 17 anyway. We always seem to struggle to face them. So who have Man United got? David De Gea in goal, back four of Daley Blind, Lindelof, Bailly and Valencia. Paul Pogba and Matic in midfield. Mata playing in the number 10 role with Rashford on his left, Mkhitaryan on his right and Lukaku up top. Luckily, I just did that before it finished. Okay, so talking to the team, I am going to say, you know, it's a big derby, so passionate. Go out there and give these fans their money's worth. They seem motivated. That's good. Do we want to speak to anyone else? No, I'm going to leave it there. On the subs bench for United, Romero, Phil Jones, Ander Herrera, Martial, Pizzi, Chris Smalling and Jesse Lingard. Pizzi is someone that I'm not too familiar with. They've signed him from Benfica, so that is a signing that Man United have made there. Okay, we've got a little interview in the tunnel here. Our first competitive match as Liverpool manager. Alright, out come the players. Now, you know, this looks much more... This looks like FIFA, especially with my cameras. This looks like sort of FIFA 04 sort of thing, graphics-wise. So, you know, they're raving about graphics, but they're still way behind, like the FIFAs and that. I know it's a simulation game, but still. But we are going to play this with 3D, and then we'll see the match ratings of the match stats here. Just because I think if we're going to play with 3D, we don't want to be clogging up the screen with widgets, with the live table and other scores and things like that. We can look at those like sort of sometimes, but I think that we need to you know, use as much of the space as we can if we're using 3D, so we can see all the action. And 15 minutes in, not a single highlight yet, but Man United all the possession at the moment, but no shots on target. We're going to go for the counter attack, seeing as we are, you know, not having as much of the possession. We're staying on fluid though. Let's try and turn the tempo up a bit. Let's try and use as much of the pitch as we can. Hopefully we can do well. But Man United are going to be a tough team to beat. And we have a throw in here. Roberto Firmino on the ball. First highlight of the game here. 19 minutes played. Emre Can runs forwards and finds Mohamed Salah to his right, who's got Alexander-Arnold in support. Goes back into the middle with Wijnaldum. Here's Roberto Firmino. He's got Moreno to his left in space. Finds Mane. This is a long highlight, but it's Man United on the ball. Mkhitaryan to Antonio Valencia and Lukaku's header. And sorry, United take the lead. My throat is going and not a great time for it to go. But Juan Mata with the ball to Mkhitaryan, and then Mkhitaryan with the ball to Valencia. The first time cross, Lukaku with the glancing header, and it's a 1-0 lead for Man United. And with that, we drop to 20th place. Mignolet down to a 6.3. That's good. 6.2 now, but back to 6.3. So maybe counter-attacking, not the way to go. So let's go for an attacking style. Let's do it. Go for the early crosses instead of trying to work it in there. We'll leave the tempo at normal. Let's just try and change a couple of things here. Let's try and retain possession, because we're not doing so, are we? 44% possession. Pass completion-wise, can we see that? 68% pass completion. Not great, really, is it? Pogba. To Matic. Back to Pogba again. Lindelof. Looks for the ball to Lukaku. Chan with a great block there. Good interception. And now Roberto Firmino. He's got Mane to his left. Goes backwards to Wijnaldum. Here is Sadio Mane. Takes it past one. Takes it past two. And the shot is on target. De Gea called into action for the first time in the game. And half time, we do go in 1-0 down. Lukaku with a goal in 20th minute. Couple of bookings. Moreno lost possession more than any other player. So I think the defending is like sort of the issue at the moment. 6.4 for Alexander-Arnold as well. So let's say you've been unlucky so far. There we go. And we'll have a bit of a chat with the defence and just say you've been unlucky so far, but good effort. There we go. A positive reaction. That's good. The assistant has nothing to add. So we'll go straight into the second half. Firmino, see, look, he's not a striker. So maybe playing him up top is not the best idea, which is why I want to try and sign a striker. But here is Roberto Firmino to Mohamed Salah. Now this could be a good attack here. Salah to Emre Can. Here is Alexander-Arnold, the 18-year-old. Calling in the first team in the absence of Klein. Finds Mohamed Salah. Salah to Sadio Mane. And Mane to Wijnaldum. I think it was blocked. Same highlight though. Here is Firmino. Plays it out wide to Alexander-Arnold, who keeps it in play with a cross. And Mane! That is a fantastic piece of football by Alexander-Arnold. Sadio Mane with the equaliser. That was amazing. Alexander-Arnold with the volley to keep it in play and cross it at the same time. I want to see this again. From behind the goal. So it was Roberto Firmino with the ball out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Look at that, to keep it in play. And a perfect cross. And Mane is there at the far post. That was amazing. There's no way that that's doable in real life. But that is amazing. And we are now 1-1. But United with a free kick here. Juan Mata. We've got lots of players behind the ball. Pogba just outdone that one with an even better goal. I mean, how many people did we have behind the ball there? Look at that. There was just nobody like closing down like Mata and Lindelof. And then Paul Pogba managed to just find space in the goal. That was a fabulous goal. That was. Okay, we're going to make a substitution. Firmino has not done it for me today. So he is going to come off. And Danny Ings is going to come on. We're going to make Mane a bit more attacking as well. Just to try and, create a few more chances. Mignolet with a 6.0 in goal. It's not that great really, but never mind. The last half hour of the game here, we have a free kick ourselves. Here is Alexander-Arnold with that amazing assist for the goal for Mane. Henderson looks for Danny Ings, and it's 2-2! Was he onside? No, he was not. So that has been disallowed. That took a while. I was excited then. So Alexander-Arnold with a huge long ball. Well, Henderson with a huge long ball. And, well, yeah, I think there were at least 2 players offside there. We're going to move Mane to the right-hand side. And we're going to bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left. Let's see what he's made of. We haven't played terribly. Like, Mignolet maybe at fault for one of their goals. Danny Ings has just come on and now he's injured. That's good. That's really good. Hopefully that's not a season ender. Right. The only other striker we have is Ben Woodburn. So he's up front now. If he gets an equaliser, that's going to be huge. But that's not ideal for us. Danny Ings has just come on and after less than 15 minutes, he's come off injured. That's not good. If he is up for an extended period of time, then I think we might have to sign a striker. And it's now 3-1. Mignolet has been horrible today. Deary me. Right, we'll see this again. So who was that? Was that Lingard or Jones? I'm not sure. But Pogba to Valencia. Phil Jones to Jesse Lingard. Phil Jones. I mean, Mignolet's gone for it and hasn't saved it. 3-1. 10 minutes left. And now Moreno's getting sent off. This is going from bad to worse. So we're going to a back 3. We're going to a back 3. Let's pull these guys just a little bit deeper. Just so it doesn't become embarrassing in the last 10 minutes. Inverted winger. Let's use some new roles. Let's use an inverted winger on the left. Okay, there we go. It's messy, but whatever. Here's Juan Mata. Finds a Mkhitaryan. And it could be 4 here. And oh, it's not 4. It's off the post. And there is the full-time whistle. Man United 3, Liverpool 1, the final score. United with a win. It didn't go well for us today. We did get a goal through Mane after Lukaku led in the first half. Pogba and Jones with the second half goals for United. Danny Ings going off injured after less than 15 minutes on the pitch. Moreno with a red card on 81 minutes. Yeah, it didn't go well today. I'm going to just tell them they were unlucky. Yes, I forgot to mention this. The Champions League playoff, it is Hoffenheim. I don't know if it's always going to be Hoffenheim because that's who Liverpool got in real life. But we have Hoffenheim in the Champions League playoff. Danny Ings' injury, it's a concussion. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks. So it could have been a lot worse. But I think we need a top striker up top. Firmino as a striker just isn't doing it for me. So I think we need to buy a striker and spend a lot of money on one as well. Anyway, just the one game today as we had transfers to go through and other things. So next episode, we will play 2 league games. I think it will be Stoke and Newcastle. It will be, into the middle of September. So that will be just after an international break. We'll take on Stoke and then we'll go to St James's Park. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next episode. We are going to face Stoke and Newcastle. Hopefully pick up some points and bounce back from the defeat against United. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.